quick show. Quick show today. TikTok. Quick show. You gotta hold the phone right quick for 1 second.
Oh.
TikTok quick show today.
What's good, TikTok? Oh, waving hi to everybody. Oh, wait, I said everybody. Ain't nobody on here. It's fine. It's just me and y'all right now, man. It's just me and y'all right now, baby.
You gotta act like it before it actually happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, how we doing today? You know, we're just here. About to go live on the other stuff.
We are live on that now.
Oh, we're already live. We're already live, TikTok. What we talking about, man? Everywhere is live right now, man. Live like Fox 5.
What's that?
Oh, there we go.
All right, TikTok. You guys are going up here.
Run up in face.
Hey, Antonio Sydney, what's up?
Have you ever held me up with my whole life?
Right. TikTok, you good? What's good?
Burst down.
YouTube, Twitch, whatever else we would be talking on, we good. That cam's got to slide just a little bit.
Which one? That one right there?
Yeah, the middle one. Let me go to YouTube, bro. I got so much stuff up.
Got so much up, man.
Yeah, we got to figure out that last episode too.
Yeah, I mean, I cut it. It's fine.
Oh, you cut it? Did it make sense?
I mean, yeah, I just put a little joint in the middle. It's
Oh,
like
you did
6
something?
seconds. Well, yeah, I cut it, put like 6 seconds in the middle with a thing saying, "Hey, couldn't play this because of copyright issues. Go watch this," and then
But you didn't say it. You just
I didn't say it. It's like a 6 second pause, so it shouldn't be too long.
6 second pause. All right, guys, double tap on TikTok,
Double tap, baby, double tap.
like on YouTube, whatever else we're on.
Send a like if you like me. Send a rose if you love me.
Comment, let us know you are here. This is episode 54. Episode 54. Thank you guys for being here, hanging out. Double tap on TikTok, like on YouTube, whatever else YouTube, Twitch. Oh my gosh, all the fun stuff.
Everything, man.
the
We
fun
live
stuff.
everywhere we need to be and probably places we don't need to be, but we're live nonetheless.
Yeah, subscribe on YouTube. Real Deal That's not even what it is. I lied. All right. The Real Deal Podcast
with B. Haley, man.
WBHALEY.
There you go. That's how you spell your
yeah.
name, man. Good job. Killing them.
Thanks, guys. All right, I think that's it. It's been a day. It's been a day. It's been a week. Folks, if you want to buy some Pokemon cards, go check out my Whatnot.
Yeah, go do that. Check out his Whatnot.
Check out Whatnot. That is going to be called Real Deal Breaks. I think you can just find it under my first and last name, though. But we're doing some fun stuff. I guess eventually, I'm not going to Twitch, to be honest. Too much work. But Twitch, hopefully you're live there too. We should be good.
You should be good, baby.
I think we're good.
Okay.
All right, who's here? Is it just us? All right, well, we get started with just us because we like to start the show late anyways.
We's a lot of people. But
we as in me. We as in me.
There we go.
I'm not going to even say what happened. You know what I'm saying? I can't fully take blame. Actually, I take full responsibility for everything.
There you go. Accountability, baby.
Accountability. TikTok, what up? All right, today. Oh, here's my TikTok mic. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's jump right into it.
Let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we've been having a lot of discussions.
Hold on. You messed up our.
What?
All right, welcome back
to God.
Another episode of the Real Deal Podcast. We gotta have the intro.
Yeah, yeah.
We do the intro live every week, fellas.
Brandon loves. If we could
Ladies
do a
and gentlemen.
compilation of just the all rights that Brandon says when we start the episode, that would be
All right.
lovely if somebody could do
Welcome
that for us.
And by this time, unless you're first time tuning in, we appreciate you. You should know who is here.
Yeah.
We got my dog, Mr. Cleon Deal.
How we doing, man? How
in
we
the
doing? I'm
house.
just
What up,
happy
what
to
up?
be here, baby. I'm just happy to be
thank
here.
You. Thank you for making the trip all the way to the studio.
You have no idea.
Every single week.
Every week.
Yeah, when I move, it's going to be even further. So
that's amazing. I'm gonna have to write this off on my taxes every year. So.
Yeah. So you guys can start donating Cleon gas money. He'll appreciate it. So you guys can hear him yap because I can't yap on this thing by myself. That's for sure. I did it that 1 week. It's a little weird. I need someone to yap to. But yeah, today quick show. We're not going to hold you guys for more than 30 minutes. Promise. Maybe.
Depends on how it goes, man.
We always try to find very interesting topics, and I don't know how with. I don't know. I guess we do get from the community. We do get from the community a lot, but it's the community of random people that probably don't even know like this is an actual show.
Isn't a community just random people?
Yeah, I guess usually what it is.
All it is.
So I guess we do appreciate our community, especially our TikTok community, that with a topic like relationships, where we have literally we never really plan anything, but we always have content to talk about.
Yeah, so that's the beauty of it. That's why I told you we got to get on there, man.
We are very grateful for you guys. Everybody that gives us ideas, thoughts, the girls that I take out on dates.
It's good for content.
The women that I have in my life is really good for content.
Yeah.
There'll be a part 2 to that one episode where we talked about, I forget the title of it. What did we Indian Giver.
Yeah.
There'll be a part 2 to that, guys. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. But I'm a very nice guy.
Yeah. Super nice.
Just stay tuned. Part 2. Part 2. I will let you guys know. Next week we should actually have a guest finally once again.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed.
But Indian Giver Part 2. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back, listen to the episode. It was like 51, it was like 49,
something like that, man.
Titled Indian Giver. Go listen to that so you guys know what I'm actually talking about. And we're gonna give you the rest of that story here soon.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, after a month. All right. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Very entertaining. But enough of me yapping. Mr. Real Deal. Or just Mr. Deal.
Yeah.
Nah, Mr. Real Deal. What is the topic of conversation today?
Well, we've been having a lot of fun on TikTok, so go check us out on Real Deal Convos. We just like to get a conversation started and see what we got going on. So obviously we started a conversation about first dates. The thing about TikTok is that you just end up in this rabbit hole of 37 different conversations. So things go a few different ways. So we got to a point of apparently, unfortunately, men were expecting sex after first dates because they were paying for it. So there were a bunch of comments on that video. A young lady replied to one of those videos saying that she would not have went on the date if that was the expectation from the other person. I have the expectation of getting to know each other, and whoever invited the other is the person who pays. Now, I don't think that should be such a controversial topic. If you invited somebody and asked them for their time to go out, you should be the one, I think, who pays. Like, even if I'm inviting like my friends, like we just took out my friend Deandra and her fiance Scott. Yeah. I was like, hey, it's been a while. Let's go out. This is on me. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's like, that's the nice thing to do, especially if you're going to ask somebody out on a date. Now, this was a woman who commented this, and I said something because I was talking about my own experiences, as we often like to do. And I said, I agree that whoever invited the person should be the one who's paying. And then I talk about the only time a girl asked me out on a date. It was a while ago. It was back like the year after high school. This girl asked me out on a date.
Like 2008?
You're older than me, and you weren't even here in 2008.
Some people listening to this probably born. Wait. It's so crazy when you see the IDs and it's like 2000.
Yeah.
2004?
No, 2005. No.
No, 2004 is 21.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. But this young lady asked me out to dinner, and we went, and then I ended up paying. And I was like, it was the year after high school, and it was IHOP, so whatever.
Right.
But I'm like, how do you ask me on a date and I end up paying? Now, a gentleman commented, and this is kind of the main thing that I want to talk about here. He said, a 34-year-old woman asked me out on a date and then asked me, where are we going?
So, lots to digest. But I think it's, the TikTok rabbit hole is what you call it. It's like so funny how you get to that, to where they're talking about sleeping with each other, to now we're talking about like women asking guys on the first date.
Yeah.
All from literally we were talking about like, is coffee date an acceptable first date?
Yeah.
Like that's how we got there. So I think it based on the age. You're talking about your situation was like in high school.
Yeah.
High school. I mean, you can't really expect the girl to pay. Like,
she asked
you
me.
I know, but you barely have a job. You think she gonna have a job?
What do you mean? It's IHOP. You ain't got $12.
Yeah, I mean, you go to what's the other Waffle House? Like,
I'm from Maryland, brother. We don't have Waffle House.
That's unfortunate. Waffle House is a staple, a staple
thing,
a childhood staple right there.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how at that age you can do that. I mean, me personally, even if a girl, I just don't know if I'm going to go if she asks me, because then I like that's going to create this weird situation, right? Of like, who pays?
Right.
You asked me to go and you want to go here.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, is this like, do I have to pay for this?
Right.
So
and it's very interesting, because obviously if you go and ask a woman out, she's assuming that you're going to be paying for this.
Yeah.
And nobody ever told men what to expect when it's the other way around, because it happens so rarely.
Especially like in the age group of 30.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Being in your 30s, in a woman, I mean, I think that it's the crazy part is she asks you on a date, then asks what you're doing. I think that's I think that's more crazy than figuring out who's going to pay.
Yeah. I agree,
because at in my 30s, if a girl asked me on a date, hey, you want to go out with me or go out on a date, and I'd be like, yeah, then I'm gonna be like, what are we doing? Not you ask me what we're doing.
Yeah, like
same way if a guy asks, right?
Yeah, like I don't get to ask you. So what I said, because it's one of those things where I get you wanting to take the initiative or whatever whatever it is, but I'm like, if you're going to ask somebody out, you should have a plan. And if you don't have one, right, if you didn't get past that first step of asking them, figure it out after. I'm like, asking the person who you just asked out on a date what you were doing when this wasn't in their thought process. Yeah. They weren't thinking about you.
What are we doing?
You came and interrupted their day to ask them on a date and then say, so what are we doing? This was your idea.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
So, ladies, if this is the other way around, 34-year-old male asks you out and then says, what are we doing?
You're gonna call him everything but a child of God on the internet.
You done. He's probably blocked at that point. Like, your literal chance at that date is zero. It's done. You're done. Like it's a wrap, bro. Go home. Go home.
Go do something else. This is not your thing.
Right. My problem, what I like to do, and women can call this not assertive, not manly, whatever it is. I like to do what I like to do, which is like a movie.
Yeah.
But women usually don't like that as a first date, right? That's why I think coffee dates are good.
Right.
Women don't like movies as a first date because they want to talk, right? You want to be interested in them and get them to talk. But I mean, sometimes I just like to have a chill movie, get a like a vibe from the person, and then you can talk a little bit after. I don't know. It's usually, I mean, when I've used that as a first date, it usually doesn't work out too well, but I like it, so who cares?
Man, what I would,
if you can't keep up with that, whatever, it's all right.
My recommendation has always been, if you don't know, then give them options. No more than 3, right? A little ABC close. Yeah. And say, especially if you're unsure, hey, I'm thinking about this, and this. Do you have a preference on either one of these?
First, find the date and time, right?
Find the date and time.
Find the date and time.
There we go.
Then if it weekday, weekend, there's everything to do. Weekday, if you have a certain amount of time,
Mhm.
then yeah, you're going to be limited options. If it's after 5, sure, whatever. You got dinners, you got Top Golf, you got the what's the arcade, Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
You got all these little activity things you can do,
Yeah.
as well as you can go to a dinner too.
Yeah.
You know, but the dinner doesn't always have to be expensive. Like, don't go break the bank on the first date um with somebody. It's
Mm.
better. I think personally, like, it's better to have like a, I don't know, not like an expensive dinner, but like
Mm.
have a casual dinner.
Yeah.
So like something, you know, you're probably not gonna spend over $100 or around $100
Mhm.
for dinner.
It's
It
tough to
it
not spend $100.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. All right, 150.
Yeah.
Let's call it 150
Yeah.
before tip. And then you do something casual, like an activity, like whatever, mini golf,
Yeah.
movie, or something that in my book I would like to do a movie, right? Because that's what I like to do. I like
Mhm.
to go to the movies and eat like 2 buckets of movie theater popcorn.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's my thing.
Brandon breaking the bank, get movie theater popcorn and
Oh.
dinner in the same night.
Yo, you know, like going to the movie. Well, thank God, AMC started at half off on Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you guys want to catch me at the movies, catch me there when it's half off. But yeah, when I was going on like regular days, you know, when I was talking to the girl at the beginning of the year, because
Right.
I love movies, so I'm trying to go. I would go every week.
Right.
By the time like you pay for everything and
Yeah.
popcorn and a drink, it's like $80.
It's tough.
I'm like, is it really? So hey,
You leave your looking at your bank statement. What in the world is this?
that's why, you know, speaking of taking people out on date,
Yeah.
that's why I like to take myself out on dates.
Yeah.
So don't forget, fellas, you too,
Yeah.
ladies, don't forget, like, take yourself out. If you like the movies, hey, half off AMC Tuesday, Wednesday now. Go take yourself out to the movies. You still got to pay full price for popcorn,
Yeah.
but still, go take yourself out.
Yeah, so let's get to I want to talk about some of these replies here that we got on this video.
Yep.
A few of these things were fairly interesting. One at the top here said, I'm convinced that y'all do not like women. And I'm like, because in my response to this, I said, ladies, what are we doing? I say, I was like, what are we doing? It's like, if you're gonna ask somebody out on a date, then you should have something in mind on what you're going to be doing. That just seems like a courtesy.
I think that that's fair. I'm not saying that they should pay. Like, if a woman asks me and then she says, what are we doing? That's a little weird to me.
It's insane.
But if she asks me, then she has like an idea, like, I want to do this. I fully expect to pay.
Really?
If I agree to go on that. I do fully expect to pay.
Like, the thing is, I would, but I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would expect, like, I would expect her to at least act like she's gonna
right.
You know
So I fully, so here's where like the financial relationship part gets a little tricky, at least for me in my brain, right?
Yeah.
I will fully, in that situation, I will fully expect to pay still.
Yeah.
But now if she's there and wants to split it 50-50, or if she wants to pay, now like she gets whatever she wants. You done earned the next 18 dates that I'm paying.
That's literally how reciprocation in relationships work.
Go ahead. What's your ring size? No, I'm kidding. Not that serious. But like that's how I would think. Like, okay, all right.
Okay, all right. We can work with this.
She's like that. I like that. And then go from there.
Yeah. So yeah, that was one of the top comments on that video, which I was very I was confused, but then they elaborated on this and said, which I thought was insane, by the way.
Oh man, here we go.
It said it's a woman taking initiative, but still giving you the opportunity to lead. And I was like, first of all, shut up.
First of all, yes.
But I'm like, sure, like, woman taking initiative, that's great. I understand that, but still giving you the opportunity to lead by asking me what I'm doing on a date that you asked me on.
So you trying to act like what?
This is
like
gaslighting, is what this is.
You trying to act like my parent or something?
Like, I don't.
You trying to see if I've grown up a little bit? Like, come here, little boy. Come here. Come on. Let's see.
Like, I don't. It's such. I'm like, this is such a cop out sort of thing. I'm like, if you're gonna do it, then do it. You know what I'm saying?
She wants a man who leads, but she wants him to submit to her asking him out on a date and then take lead.
And then take the lead after you've asked me out on a date and said,
that's not how it works. That's mixed signals right there. That's not how it works.
Like, because once again, the assumption I think is always fair. If somebody comes and asks anybody on a date that they already have, that they have something in mind, or they plan on getting something in mind, it seems odd for you to start planning a date that somebody asked you on.
So I think that part, yes. Like, if a girl asks a guy out on a date, she should have an idea. But
Yeah.
I think, call me old school.
Okay.
I think the guy should still be ready and expecting to pay.
That's fine. Sure.
You
Fair.
agree with that?
I always ready. Never
Okay.
not ready. But like I said,
so if you
it's
get put in that situation, and let's say she had it planned out.
Mhm.
Let's say she's like, Cleon, will you go on a date with me? And you're like, yeah, sure. What we doing? She's like, we're gonna go to let's go dinner, my favorite Italian spot.
Mhm.
And then there's a mini golf spot right next to it. Let's go do that. You're like, yeah, sure, let's kick it.
Okay.
Boom, we get to dinner. The bill comes, the waiter says, how we doing this, together or separate? What you gonna say?
Well, the thing is, I'm never going to say separate. My hope is that she's going to speak first.
But what if she don't?
What if she doesn't and she looks at me?
Does she get a second date?
Does she get a second date if she asks me on a date? It really depends on how the date goes.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
That's fair. That's
because
fair
it's one of those things where if it goes really well, cool, I'll take care of it. We'll probably talk about it a year down the line if it goes well. Like, hey, you remember when you asked me on? Why did you have me paying for that when you asked me out on a date?
Right,
like we could talk about it and laugh about it at that point.
Yeah.
Like my pride won't ever let me say separate.
Yeah,
Just strictly, I couldn't do it.
But now if she did and she said together, like same, and then she pays, then in my head I'm like, oh dang, all right.
She paid. All right, cool. So then I know for a fact I'm taking care of everything else on the date, right? If we went to dinner and we had everything else planned afterwards, okay, cool. Yeah, hey, stop. I got you.
And now,
You know what I'm saying?
Agree. It's just like the other comment where the girl was talking about, yeah, I pay, and then he put out or something.
Oh my gosh.
and then the girl commented on there, I love seeing women in men's field. I'm like, yo. Women, y'all be doing this, asking men on dates,
and then hoping they put out,
and hoping that they put out.
That's crazy because that's what they. Hold up. Hey, that's what they told us that we should be. Well, she said she was glad he did. She didn't say she expected him. So I guess everybody's always glad when it happens. You know.
All right, so that's another question.
Okay,
fellas. Should we let women treat us how most of the men treat women? Should they be able to ask us out on a date, take us there, pay for it, then cuddle us and sleep with us? Or sleep with us and cuddle with us?
Every man listening is like, that is the most ideal day.
Like, wow.
That's a great day.
Where do I find her at?
Do women do that? That's they're looking for the women who do that.
I'm sure in my time that's probably happened.
You know,
it doesn't happen any often. I haven't been on a date. I'm probably going to start dating. So hey, member sevens with good personality, start hitting me up. I might start dating again.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, we'll see how that works.
Casually. Just test the waters, coffee dates, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you're into that sort of thing. So somebody else commented on this, said women are really doing that. Oh my gosh, this country is terrible. I would never do that. If I asked the guy out and he said yes, I would plan the best date I could ever possibly plan.
Where's she at? Yo, B Haley 10 is my IG. B Haley 0 is my Twitter. Find me. Oh wait, I could just respond to her.
You could just respond to her, man.
Okay.
I was like, that's so cute. You know, I love that. And then I asked, I was like, so where are girls taking guys out on dates?
Yeah,
when they're asking.
But I don't know. That's what I'm saying. So like, I want to hear.
Yeah.
Anybody in chat, lady, if there's any women in chat, which I'm sure there is. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah.
Like, are you like this last comment we just read, to where if you ask a guy out on a date, first of all, would you even do that? Because I think that takes a lot of balls on your
but
behalf.
They have a much higher success rate than we do on that.
Of course. Well, yeah. I guess so. They do, because
if I'm shooting 90% from the field, I'm gonna take the shot.
You're gonna keep going. All right, let's say you are the one that's asking, ladies. You are the one that's asking these guys out on a date. Would you plan it, or would you still expect him to plan it, and then would you pay for it, or expect him to pay for it?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, let us know. You should pin that somewhere. Somebody else said if I ask to go out, I already have something in mind. Most of the time it's to some sporting game or a concert. I think that's reasonable. Now this other person, I'm like, what? Trauma, right? She said, I do this to gauge what they like to eat because I don't know what they like to eat, and sometimes asking them straightforward, they'll lie about what they like to eat. And I said,
who said that? A girl or a guy?
this was a girl. I'm like, what guys are you asking what they like to eat and they're lying to you about it?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought if anything, like guys are like less picky, like whatever. American, Italian, steak,
Right.
burgers, don't matter, like sushi. Hey,
Literally
man.
whatever you want.
Yeah, that's why like if I ask a girl out on a date, it's like, where have you not been to in a while? Or like, where do you want to go? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'll literally find anything to eat on a menu. Like
Literally.
they got a burger or a steak, cool. Like that's all.
Easy.
They got burger, steak, sushi, whatever, Italian, like whatever, don't matter to me.
Right.
So that's why I ask those questions to gauge like where they want to go. Because the last thing I want to do is get to the restaurant and they be like, oh, I can't pick anything to eat. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, why are we here?
What are we here for?
What am I paying for? I
Yeah,
could eat anywhere.
Right. You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
matter to me. Well, and if it's like an expensive restaurant, like,
Oh yeah.
why are we here? Like, especially why are we here? This is
We could have went
expensive-
somewhere you like. We could have went to Chili's if you was into that.
Yeah, like wait. No, mess with you.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go, but you know, just using that as
I
an
mean,
example.
unless we just eat apps.
Yeah.
They got them app deals still.
Oh yeah, probably apps and drinks. But yeah, I'm like that's such an insane comment because I'm like, who's with men? I don't know if you're out here and women are asking you
Mhm.
what you like to eat, and then you're lying to them. I guess you're showing up to the restaurant saying I don't like anything here after telling them that.
Well,
But it doesn't make any sense to me.
yeah, I mean, there also is a pandemic of emotionally immature men as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're just like
I get lying.
there's a lot more men acting like females nowadays. So it's
Lying
like-
about what they like to eat, like giving an answer and it
Yeah.
not be. I get saying, "Oh, I don't know," or "I can never decide," or lying about anything else. Lying about what you want to eat just is so far removed from my head. I just can't even understand.
I don't
that.
understand it either, but what I do understand is there are a lot of males acting like females nowadays, and that's something.
Do
females
women lie about what they like to eat?
What? Yeah,
Talk to me, Brandon. I don't. This hasn't happened in my
This-
life. This isn't.
I gotta
me.
think about a situation, but I'm pretty sure. Well, they'll like agree with something, then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, maybe we should have did this," and I'm like, "All right, why didn't we do that?" Like, I mean, it happens because they will like want to do what's easiest for you since they know you're the one paying sometimes.
Uh-huh.
So it's like if you recommend something, they're just like, "Yeah, that works."
But if
so
I
once you
ask,
get
do you
there-
like pasta? And you say yes, and we go to a restaurant
mean, I
that
don't
serves
think I've-
pasta, and you're like, I don't like pasta.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've had it in that direct.
You know what I'm saying?
Usually, like in the first date scenario, they want to keep it like the vibe pretty chill to where like they're not making you think crazy about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, heck no, I don't like that crap. But you do have the certain girls that will tell you exactly what they like and what they don't like immediately.
I mean,
I
we
know
are
a
at an
couple.
age where we should know what we like to eat. I don't ask for much. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
I mean, I agree with you. I'm just saying that's just not. There's people weird like that.
yeah.
People weird.
Yeah, I just thought that was very, very odd.
Mhm.
Somebody else here said everything about the dating world makes me thankful for my husband and how and how to the point but loving and thoughtful, and that we didn't have to date like whatever y'all are doing.
Yeah, I'm telling. If you find a good one, and you find a good one that's willing, you better hold them down before somebody else does.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I mean, it is. Like this dating economy is crazy sometimes. Like
It is.
I just seen multiple like domestic violence cases, and then I just saw somebody, I forget who it was, somebody posted a guy literally shot his girlfriend after like 30 minutes after she broke up with him. I'm just like, yeah, there's mentally or
Yeah.
emotionally unstable men
Insane.
all across America. It's like you got to be careful what you're getting yourself into. And this is when I went on the tangent last week and Cleon started looking at me crazy. It's like y'all be having sex so fast, and then y'all think that lust is love, but it's not. So women just get stuck up in there because they think that the guy makes them feel good, he makes them feel safe. But no, you're literally like saying all these things about somebody, a male who is emotionally unstable, who could literally kill you. It happens very often. So you guys gotta. That's why I preach. Save the sex. Wait,
my thing-
make them wait. Make them wait
I think
because
there-
it's not love.
I think the reason I was looking at you crazy, this is coming back to me now.
I don't
is-
remember. I was going off on a tangent.
Well,
I was
first,
like, I don't know what I was talking
You said something about a penis going into a vagina. Like that was your words. I was like, all right, I don't know.
Oh, you said that.
that's when I started looking at you crazy.
No.
Uh,
because you know how like a lot of people will be like, sex is so important in a relationship. Like without good sex, like the relationship sucks.
correct.
But I'm like, God literally designed it to fit perfectly. So I don't know how it's not going to work.
I get what you're saying. They're obviously talking
It's
about
also
it
an
being,
issue I ain't got to worry about.
Anyway, so what I think probably what I was
looking at me crazy again, guys.
What I was thinking about at the time is that I obviously, sex does obviously attribute to a lot of overly emotional interactions.
Mhm.
But I think that there are other things that go into those things. Really, I think that a lot of things that I talk about is vetting partners. I don't know if, and this is where,
And that's part of that.
right, and that's part of it. But and it's kind of like what we're talking about now, where people are talking about how guys aren't asking questions on dates and how conversation apparently just isn't going well. Which let us know how your
Date
conversation on
monologue.
dates are going, guys.
Let us know your date monologues, please.
Yeah, because what happens, it seems like, is that people don't know anything about each other.
Mhm.
And so
But they know what they feel.
That's
where they mess up.
But that's my thing. I don't even know. Sometimes I feel like people just do things because they feel like they're supposed to. So it's like they go on this date because they feel like they're supposed to. They go home and they sleep with whoever, but not knowing anything about it. Because one of the comments on the video, which on one of those other ones, was that guys don't ask us questions about ourselves. They sit there, they talk, they do all the talking because they don't care about us. They don't care about anything about us until it's time for them to crawl on top of us. And I'm like,
very valid statement.
Which is valid. And I asked the question, I'm like, so are you still letting them crawl on top of you after that day? And so now that opens up a different discussion. Because
that's a boundaries. That's a boundaries issue.
It's a boundaries thing, because you have a issue with not being able to say no, like, hey, you sucked at conversation. Why would I want to take this any further than that? But also getting to know actual people. I think conversation is a very lost art. And I talked about it during my dating, is that just talking to women at that time was very, very difficult. For whatever reason. Trying to keep the conversation going really is probably what gave me the 3 gray hairs that I have here right now.
3? Oh,
I
got 0 still. Just so y'all know, knock on some wood. Thank you, Jesus. Please keep it that way.
Yeah. So it is. So with things like that, I'm like, maybe that's what the problem is. People don't know how to talk or to get information anymore. Now, someone did make the point. Oh, also, which is great. Somebody said, guys who ask questions on dates are narcissists and self-absorbent because they're just trying to get information to use against you later. And I was like,
it's a lose-lose.
I know. I'm like, I don't ask questions on the date. I'm terrible at conversation, but I do ask questions on a date. And now,
I mean, yeah, you obviously don't give them anything to use then. Come on.
You gotta play defense, man.
Yeah, play some defense there. I bet that. Never mind. I ain't gonna say
there you go.
Don't let them sleep with you either. Then.
Yeah, but that's what I find interesting. I don't think that. I think that might be what the larger issue is, because to allude to what you were talking about in terms of the guy, killing his girlfriend right at after an argument. I'm like, during the first phases, when you're really going through these things, what are you learning about this person, right? Because just like the clip that we played last week, when somebody react about him not being able to have sex or whatever, and how he reacted to that to me,
I did watch the next episode. He did apologize, but still, but that shows who he is.
Exactly, and like that right there would send off a signal in my mind, like in the future, this person is not stable, and if I continue to do this, that's what I'm going to have to deal with. And so when you're having these conversations, you got to get to some sort of uncomfortable conversation, especially when you get to our ages, when you're starting to think about actually building a life together. You got to start having certain conversations and look for the signs.
Sometimes,
literally might be life and death. Because I'm like, at what point? Because there's no way, like these things don't stem out of nowhere, right? They never stem out of nowhere. So what did they say to you to make this person might be a little bit crazy? Oh, I know they would definitely put their hands on me.
I mean, this goes back to even when we talk about red flags and stuff like that. It's like the lack of boundaries, and then the having sex. Like, you can almost make yourself like a whole bunch of people. I know for me, I could like a lot of girls, and I could fall in love with a lot of girls. If I'm having sex with them, the company's good, the sex is great, they're nice to me.
Yeah.
And then when that one red flag comes up, nah, that's not them. And that's the problem with a lot of these women. That's what they're doing.
Mhm.
They get so emotionally attached, which women, newsflash, you can get emotionally attached with any good looking guy that you find attractive. It's not that hard for you to do. You can do that. You can do that. And then, sorry, someone commented. And then when you do that, these red flags are going to come up with emotionally unstable men. And then something crazy is going to happen. Then you be like, why did they do that? And then that's how you stay in the cycle of those domestic violence relationships.
Exactly.
And then something crazy like, hey, you finally go to end it, or you finally go to break up with them, and then boom, now they want to kill you because they're emotionally unstable men. So you got to figure out what an emotionally unstable man looks like at the beginning before you let them get on top of you, before you start to do all the sexual stuff, before you get too close. Really understand who this person is.
Yeah.
Guys are going to try and have sex with you because of how you look, not who you are.
That is correct.
Guys will have sex with you because of how you look, not who you are. So it's up to you to stop that and to determine whether this is an emotionally unstable man or an emotionally intelligent man.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a big difference. And if you will delay your own personal needs, which die to your flesh, you don't necessarily need it. Your flesh thinks that you need it. But if you delay your own personal needs, it'll save you a lot of heartbreak and heartache, potentially save your life down the road. That's my 2 cents on that stuff, but I don't even know how we got over there. But what McDowell say?
So McDowell, this is so because she told me this story, and I want to tell some of the other stories you tell me, but I'll save it until you give me permission. She said, I do agree. People do things because they feel like they have to. I knew a girl that went on a date and the guy forgot his wallet. They didn't have anything in common, but yet she let him come over after the date because she felt like that's just what you do. So she went on the date, mind you, because she told me this story. Let me give you some detail. So they went on a date to some like sports bar. The guy got there, forgot his wallet. Apparently the conversation wasn't even good. They didn't even order any food. And then she still let him come over to her place after the date. If you can even call this a date. They got soda and the waitress was like, you can just have it. It's fine.
Honey, what is wrong? Like, come talk to me. Like, what is wrong? Nah, don't talk to me sexually, but like, let me help you because this is not right. Do not do that. That is crazy. First of all, if it's a first date, she said
a first date.
Went on. Oh, she just said a date.
It was a first date.
Bro, you don't know this. Why are you letting people in your house? You don't even know them.
You don't know him, and he forgot his wallet. He forgot
his wallet. What dude don't have money on his phone? Apple Pay nowadays, wallet. Why is he going on a date without a wallet? Red flag. Get up out of there. Leave. Don't leave with him into your crib.
Crazy.
This is what I talk about. Like, oh my God. And then this is how those things start. Then you have sex with them. Then you're like, oh man, the sex was so good. Now you think you like him because the sex was so good. And then you don't realize like how emotionally immature. Because what dude doesn't have their wallet with them? What dude doesn't bring money?
To a date?
Like a planned date. I can understand if I don't have my wallet at like a random old, hey, I'm out, but I still gonna have Apple Pay on my phone.
Now, mind you, apparently he showed up there early, and then had to go back to get something, and then still didn't have his wallet with him once he got back.
I mean,
and he was bad at conversation. They didn't talk about anything.
Have boundaries. Like I know, because I haven't had sex in a year. I know. Like anybody can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Set those boundaries. If I can stop doing it, pray for me.
Yeah.
At least stop that part. But like it, man.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like today's culture, like we just want that feel good. And what's gonna make us feel good is sex.
But these are the things though. That
first date on a weeknight? Hell nah.
First date, and he didn't leave until 1 a.m. She had work the next day, by the way.
Why are we doing this, ladies? Stop letting guys get away with this.
Right.
This is the start of domestic violence relationships.
And he planned them.
I ain't trying to be like an extremist, but I'm gonna be an extremist. And he planned the whole thing and didn't bring his wallet.
Yeah, it was his idea.
Ladies, stop sleeping with losers. Stop having sex with losers.
So these are the things that I've been in a war about for quite some time on my personal page, where I say, hey, guys, men don't just turn up and be terrible out of nowhere. There's often signs along the way, and they say, well, they hide who they are until the last minute. They keep you trapped, and until they get you where they. But then we hear stories like this.
Yep.
And you end up in something with a guy who showed up on the first date, got there early, went back, forgot his wallet, was bad at conversation, and then somehow ended up sleeping with you. And then you're going to blame, you know.
I tell you guys what, and I speak from experience because I literally know how you could, like, quote unquote, fall in love with somebody from having good sex, having good conversation, and what's the word I'm trying to look for? Like seeing them too much. I'm not sure the exact word, but like seeing them every day on a daily basis. You're not married. You don't need to see them every day. You're in the talking stages, early dating stages. You don't need to be doing all that. Figure out who they are. Slow it down. I am batting for her. That's for sure. I am crashing out for her. That is for sure. It's because it's an
this
epidemic.
Is an insane situation.
It's a pandemic of emotionally immature men, and these are the things that women are putting themselves in because they have sex early. And I know, because I'm an emotional man, right? And I know from my past relationships, this is also a reason why I don't have sex, because it makes things complicated and it makes things messy.
But that's the other thing, though, right?
Women doing that, they start to intertwine their mind.
Even before you get to that point where it's even, you know, the opportunity for sex is even presented. There's certain decisions that we can make before we get there, because that's what I'm saying. Because it's like, obviously, you know, the sex enhances things, but there's a bunch of things that lead up to that, you know, before you get there, that even in a case like this, we're already making bad decisions before.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like that wasn't even attributed to that. So it's like, where's your mind at when these are decisions that we're making, and then still decide to do that, which is obviously only going to make it worse. But it's like we've got to walk into these things at least with some sort of plan or a baseline or a guideline, especially with like the way that the culture is now, with people just going on asking for like random vacations with men whom they've barely known. Well,
I mean, if the girls getting paid, you know, get paid.
Sure, sure. If they get paid, it is what it is. But you're going on vacation out the country with some man who you barely know, and y'all think that's a thing that makes sense because it feels good. I'm sure it's very nice to have somebody want to sponsor you on something like that. Yeah. But if you're looking for something that makes sense, that doesn't. Also, when they talk,
unless they're paying you, and that's hey, go get your money.
That is prostitution. Also, because you talked about how these things kind of they end up in domestic violence and end up obviously in worse situations. There's also this culture of people talking about how they want someone that's obsessed with them in order for a relationship to work. And what I tried when me and Migdalia had a conversation about this, and one of the things that I said was like, people want somebody obsessed with them, but they only want obsession positively. They forget that the negative side of obsession is with the stalking and the violence and everything else comes into play. So if you want somebody that's obsessed with you, you're asking for every single one of those things, because for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. It's not always going to be good. So be careful what you're asking for when you're getting into these. Stop looking for somebody that's obsessed with you, because when things go bad, they're still obsessed with you.
Because what if you want to end it?
Because what if you want to end it?
They still obsessed.
They're still obsessed because that's what you wanted from them.
What's about to happen at that point? Nothing good.
Nothing good. Now you're putting out restraining orders because you wanted a man that was anybody with an obsessive personality is not a person who probably has some sort of attachment issues in a relationship.
Yeah, I'll challenge females to do this. Anytime you want to go out on a date, because I don't know who this person is that went on this date, but that is unacceptable behavior. Like,
unacceptable.
You don't need sex that bad.
That poor baby.
I promise you. And then there's a threshold, right? Some people, you know, just go on these dates and they just use each other for their bodies, sure, whatever, and then they can move on. Whatever. That sure, if you want to do that, do that. But the problem is that's not usually what happens, because I know I used to try to do that. And then what happens? Oh man, it's so good. And I like this girl. Now I got all these feelings. And now any type of red flag that pulls up, it looks like a green flag to me. I think everything's cool. We're going to wave that one away and keep on moving.
But you're also an emotions guy.
And that's what I'm talking about. Women are emotional, right? So I can relate.
Sometimes. I don't know. Someone got some problems. Yeah, this the thing is, and things like this are habit, unfortunately. So I imagine anybody making these types of decisions, there's probably other types of decisions that kind of fall into this category, and that's how you end up in a cycle of terrible things. Once again, one of the things I'm in a war over, I'm like, if you end up in a cycle of awful relationships with people who are manipulative, with people who are verbally abusive and things of that nature, at some point you have to sit down with yourself and say, why does this keep happening? How do I keep ending up here? I'm not saying it's your fault. You can't control what people do. They're going to make their choices. And I understand that. And men should be better. Men should never do these terrible things. But if you keep ending up with men who are terrible, if I keep ending up with women who are terrible, women who hit me and women who do whatever else, nobody comes to save me and say, hey, you didn't know that the last 3 girls were going to keep doing this. They're going to look at me and say, you clearly have a type. You clearly like him that way. That's how you keep ending up in this situation. 100%. How do I know? Because I was there.
Yeah, have some self-reflection and self-accountability.
So if I had to do it, I know it's painful for you to have to sit down and reevaluate the choices that you're making and the partners that you're choosing. But if you want something that is going to work at some point, you have to be very intentional about who it is you're allowing in your life and allowing access to, and whose house you're going to after you had a terrible date and they forgot their wallet.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. And my thought like went away as I was talking, and then you started talking. So I was like, oh wait, I forgot I meant to say this. But women, I'm gonna challenge you before you go on these random first dates that ain't coffee shops, because you can end those soon when like, hey, he ain't got his wallet. Yeah, I'm out of here.
Done.
Think a little logically. Just look up some domestic violence statistics in your area. See if you're gonna want to go home with the dude after the first date, or if you want to go and get to know him a little bit more before that. Even when I was talking to I always have my firearm, right?
Yeah.
Even when I started talking to a girl at the beginning of the year and stuff, if I slept over and I had my firearm, I don't know her that well. Yeah. I mean, I know her a little bit enough to be able to go to her house, right? But to leave a loaded fire, I didn't leave it loaded. So, I'll leave it out. But hey,
these girls be robbing dudes, man.
The clip is going to be hidden. Because why? Because I got to trust this person a little bit more. I ain't just going to leave a loaded firearm up there, because who knows, I'm going to wake up with that thing in my face. No, you wait till you get to know and you trust them a little bit.
Thankfully, it was never yours that you woke up with it.
I mean, I have woken up with an AR in my face before, but yeah. That was on episode 4. Go listen to Skeleton. Yeah.
Different times, man.
AR-15 straight in my face. Hey, sir. Hey, good morning. That was a good time, man. Good time. Skeletons part 2 next week. Part 3 next week.
Halloween's coming up.
I mean, I guess we could still we could call it Skeletons part 2, but we'll have a guest this time.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. We probably won't get
skeletons. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Because he's more entrepreneurial type, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, we got off topic on a little tangent right there. But we do appreciate you guys hanging out and listening with us. Let us know the answer to the question that I asked earlier. I forget even what it was, but yeah, go back and listen and let me know.
So, ladies, are you asking men on dates? Number one, because I think it's a very progressive thing to do. I think I wouldn't say go out and do it a bunch of times, but you'll figure. I think that y'all have a much higher success rate, and I think that anybody who's married, and I feel like those relationships probably work a little bit better when the lady asks. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. I'm just throwing it out there. I would just love to see it more. I don't know. Huh?
Is that what happened for you?
No, that's not what happened.
I thought you had
different thing. But it maybe try. So, ladies, number one, are you asking men out on dates? Number two, if you are asking them out on dates and they say yes, do you already have a plan of where you're going, or do you plan on asking them what you're doing? Once again, like I said, I think that's a little bit great. I understand giving them options, but having no idea what you plan on doing, it's like a dog chasing cars. Like, I got here, I didn't know I was going to catch it. Now what do I do?
If you ask, make sure you have at least a general idea. But yeah, make him pay though. Make him pay. Make him pay.
Me and Brandon are split on that one, man. I'm not going to invite nobody to spend their time with me if I'm not going to pay for it.
Ladies, I give you free game.
Okay.
Free game. This is how you still get away with it, right?
Let's go.
This is how you get away with it. You ask them out on a date, right? You know exactly what you want to do, where you want to go. This is how you can get a free meal too.
Brandon. We're not doing, what are we doing?
I'm helping the women become master manipulators.
Okay,
All
got it. Brandon,
You ask them out, right?
to choose somebody to be a master manipulator, you first have to be a
tell 'em-
master
you tell 'em
manipulator.
where you want to go. And if you pick a good guy, when that bill comes and they say together or separate, you say together and wait for the bill comes. You act like you're going to reach your card out and then wait for him to, no, I got it.
Now, if he sits there, then what?
So you got to go to the bathroom. Now he pays. And then you don't have a date too. But
that's crazy. Why wouldn't they still go out on a date too after that?
I mean, maybe
it was her offer.
But she ain't gonna pay. That's what I'm saying. You just you go and reach like you're about to, like look into your purse.
This is crazy.
Like, okay. And then he's gonna be like, no, I got it. 9 out of 10 times he's gonna do that. If that fails, let me know. I'll pay for your dinner.
I think if it's her idea, let her pay. If she feels and like unless it's too crazy. Like if it's something super expensive.
But I'm
like,
telling you, the psychology behind it, if you just act like you're paying ladies, he's going to offer. He's not just going to be like sit back, like, oh crap, she's looking for her card. Let me pay. But just that little gesture of trying is going to get him like you even more. Sorry.
Oh, okay. You're trying to get them to like, okay.
And he's going to pay for it. That is it. Don't let them know where you heard that information from.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Don't let them know.
We're going to start getting more hate comments.
We're going to get hate emails. The Real Deal I don't even know what. The Real Deal Podcast would be Haley@gmail.com, guys, if you want it.
There it is.
All right. Anything else on this topic?
I mean, bottom line, everybody, on the more serious note, make sure that you're setting boundaries with people. Make sure that you have whatever your idea is in order. If dates don't go well, they don't have to continue. These aren't relationships that have to continue. If you show up on a date, somebody forgets their wallet and they're bad at conversation, I don't know what your goal is of the date, but it's certainly not setting a good precedence for having any sort of relationship in the future. Could they be nervous? Maybe, but if they don't apologize for that, say, I need to make this up to you within the next 24 hours or something like that, whenever the next time, then you need to get out of there. Growing up, they would always say, if you invite, you have to pay. Cleon, don't read this comment. Hey, first of all, yeah,
I agreed with that.
Yeah, well, no, she's saying that because she don't pay for nothing.
Because she like,
yeah, exactly. But well, that we have a relationship where I tell her, you tell me where we're going to eat. I will take care of everything else. I just need you to choose where we're gonna go.
I think that's fair.
I think it's fair. You know, that's a equal exchange.
In this dating culture that we're in today, it's like, know what you want, set your boundaries, and then if they don't fit the bill or if they don't meet up to your standards and expectations, move on.
Go home. Call your friend and hang out with them or something.
Yeah, you ain't gotta keep talking to this person. What do you don't owe them anything. Stop entertaining them.
Literally, the best answer to a question that I've ever given is simply because I don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Hey, I don't think this day should continue. Why? I just don't have to. This is not going well. I don't have to do this.
And if they start crashing out right there, you know you made a great decision.
Already know. You know you
made a great decision.
And if they really do like you, if they really want to figure it out, then they will tighten up. Maybe they'll ask you on a second date. Maybe give them another shot if it seems like they're genuine. But you don't have to continue. If it's going bad, cut it. I know it feels bad. I know it feels like the the mean thing to do, but that's your time, and that's at some point ended up your body that you're wasting on this person who can't even have a decent conversation with you.
Amen. That is all. Episode 54. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. We love you guys. Keep liking, commenting, sharing. What's the little other extra new thing that they got on Instagram?
Reposting. There you go.
Oh, they got that on Twitter or TikTok too.
Yeah.
All platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all that fun stuff. Like,
everything.
Subscribe wherever you want to listen to us. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. We'll see you next week.